Self-obsessed people, that's their focus, them. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing because they know what they're doing. Okay? It's a strategic thing. Think about it like that. They're playing chess, not checkers. Okay? People will try to label you, oh, that's selfish, that's conceited. Ma'am, that's chess. You know how to play? Just say you do or you don't. Okay? Y'all are playing fair in an unfair world. Y'all are playing checkers instead of chess. Women that are self-obsessed play chess. Learn to do it, because if y'all don't, y'all gonna be sitting there crying, arguing, begging for attention, begging people to put you first, begging to be somebody's doormat. No. Put yourself on the pedestal. Never remove yourself. Never allow someone to remove yourself from your pedestal, because as long as you are on a pedestal, you will be on your pedestal as well as their pedestal. I'm telling y'all. And think about this. Only you can bring yourself down. Nobody else. They don't have the power. They don't have the words. They don't have the emotional, you don't care enough about them emotionally to consider what they're saying to take you off your pedestal. They don't have what it takes to take you off that pedestal, because someone always has you up there. Okay? So, that's why you need to stay self-obsessed. This is what's going to change everything. When all women, or most women, become self-obsessed, change everything. Y'all have the examples out there. Y'all are too busy being, obsessed with them in the wrong way. You act too excited. You all lovey-dovey in the beginning. They know they got you. They know they could disappear for 5 hours without texting and you'll still take them back. They know all of that because you're too eager, you're too nice, you chase behind them, you want more than they want, you like them more than they like you, so they know that they can get away with murder with you, basically, They know you're not going to leave either. So they can pretty much do what they want. And if they don't know that, and you're unpredictable, and they fear losing you because you care less about what they're doing, they're gonna be like, you okay? Or texting, hi, how are you? Just calling to say hi, But if they know your every move, they don't care. They don't have to answer your text. If you love them more than they love you, they don't care. They know you're not going anywhere. They're like, she'll be waiting for my dinner. She'll be waiting with me. She'll be waiting for me with my dinner, my drink when I get home. I ain't worried about her, Or, she'll be mad for 5 minutes, and then she'll be like crying, and all I have to do is tell her some stuff she want to hear, and we'll be back to normal. That's how they think. Oh, she'll get over it. She always does. She didn't take me back 8 times already. She chased me for 6 months. She ain't gonna let this go. That's what they're thinking. And you're sitting there crying, and why is he doing this to me? Why did he lie? Why don't he answer his phone? Because he don't have to. Women definitely need to wake up and take the shortcut in life. This is why men are jealous of y'all, because y'all actually have the shortcut to take. They can't take the shortcut. That's why they're mad. You can wake up tomorrow and decide you want to be with some old man and skip 20 years of labor. Think about it. It may take them 20 years to afford the type of house that you could go move right into tomorrow if you just date a certain man. Think about it. It may take them 10, 15 years to save up or get their credit right to buy the type of car that they want. You could go get it in a week if you date the right man. This is why they're mad at y'all, okay? So I'm here to tell y'all there's another way. There's a shortcut. Y'all ain't got to sit there and struggle in the dust. And who's to say you have to be with that man forever that levels you up to the next level? Who's to say that you got to be with them forever either? We definitely hold all the power. Men hate us for it. Men are jealous for it. And unless they're the men that are providing and have way more than enough money to do what they need to do. Okay? Stop listening to guys that are jealous of you. Stop dealing with men who want to keep you in struggle mode and survival mode. Level yourself up. Do it for you and your future generations. Okay? Men should be bragging on how well that they can take care of you, not complaining. Otherwise, they're not ready to have a woman. I'm telling y'all how to get the money, put it in your account, stack it, spend his, save yours, take the shortcut, date more mature men that have money to give, that's not going to sit there and complain about it every day. Some of y'all are in here struggling with men your age that will never be as mature as you are, no matter how long you stay with them. Y'all are in here trying to get money from men who will never make money. Y'all are in here trying to fix people and make projects out of these men who will never change for you because they don't even like you. Okay? I know y'all young women are out there eager, trying to do the most. Calm down. Calm down. Men approach the women that they want. We're not supposed to chase them. Calm down. Oh, but he's so cute. Oh, but I really want him. But he really don't want you. He'll take you. He'll sleep with you. But if he ain't walking up to you, he really don't want you. We can't keep doing this. It's giving pygmisha. Let me tell you all a secret. You can attract way more men at the same time than you could get by just chasing one. Just think about this. You chasing one man. You're chasing after one man. Your focus is right here. One. But when you're attracting everybody. You got options, way more options if you're attracting. You too busy after this one man you're lusting after who don't even want you. You're missing out, baby. You're missing out on all the other options and all the masculine energy that's seeking feminine energy. When a man starts pulling away, you need to start finding a new one. When a man is pulling away, he's pulling away because you're not what he wants. And he's just doing it slowly so he just doesn't straight up ghost you. Okay? It's for a reason. So if you feel him trying to pull away, he's trying to be nice to you, basically. So you should take that as a red flag to start dating other men. Okay? You feel that first pull, go. Start dating the next one. You can still date him until he's gone. Get you a couple more dates out of him, but still be setting up new stuff with new people. Push him. Exactly. Look. Well, I'm not gonna push him yet. I'll let him think, you can just ghost him. If you meet somebody better. I love this gold digging cult. Shera, I was so upset with you, but you turned out to be so right. Don't be mad at me. The only reason I can tell you guys this is because I'm old and I've lived it. I've seen other people live it. So I'm not going to tell you something that I know I haven't seen 1,000 times over. Okay? There's a pattern. There's a certain pattern to things. And with every situation, the same pattern occurs. Therefore, you can predict the outcome. That's how they predict the weather. Sometimes the weather is not always right, but majority of the time it is. Okay? So just think about it like that. If it says it's going to rain on the news, you take your umbrella, right? You don't say, oh, it's not going to rain, and go out in sandals and don't take any umbrella and leave your top down on your car. You don't do that. You prepare just in case. And when it does happen, or if something does happen, you already prepared for the situation and handle it and come out on top. Women were taught to like men who do not like them. Y'all were programmed to like men who don't like y'all. All right. So you are programmed to go for certain types, certain looks, even if they don't like you. That's what you're supposed to be with. That's what you're supposed to have. That's what is expected. You weren't programmed to go what's best for you. You are programmed to go with something that doesn't like you. What you need to be reprogrammed to do is to go with your best option that treats you the best. Okay? Because people aren't teaching y'all that y'all are being brainwashed into taking the least and giving the most, going for men that hate you and accepting it, allowing yourself to accept it. Stay in relationships that are not beneficial to you just to say you got one. That's called pygmisha. We're trained to be a pygmisha and you don't even realize it. You have to unprogram yourself to always look at what you've been brainwashed into, okay? Because something might look good, but it might not be beneficial. So if you're dealing with men who don't even like you, it's the same thing as putting trash in your system and eating junk food until something happens. It's literally the same thing. So if you want a better life, if you want better relationships, if you want to benefit from your relationships, you got to unprogram yourself to stop liking men who don't like you. That means you don't chase them at all. 0% chase. 0. Okay? That means you don't text first, call first. It means you don't approach first at all. You let them come to you. Unless he's walking over to you with something to offer you beneficially in this world, you leave him alone. If they do not respect your boundaries, or if they cannot meet your standards, or they don't want to meet your standards, or they try to change your standards, they don't like you. Okay? There is no compromise. Why? Because if they liked you, they wouldn't try to compromise your boundaries, or they wouldn't try to lower your standards if they liked you. they don't like you, they're going to do everything they need to do to make it easier for them to benefit from you and not the other way around. So y'all need to understand and open your eyes to the red flags. You may be dumb and blind when it comes to this because you're in it and all you see is a cute face and a hope and a wish and a dream in the far future that probably will never exist between you and this man who just wants to roll around with you on the mattress, who don't even really like you, who will never introduce you to anybody of value in their life. Y'all need to understand this. They don't like you. You cannot force them to like you. You know why? Because they never did in the first place. Some of y'all are out here so desperate that you are trying to force people to like you that do not like you. You know what? If you got to force people to like you who don't like you, you are the problem. Men don't like certain women. They will take you. They will use you. They will tolerate you, but they will not do anything for you beneficially. Okay? Some of y'all are stupid and y'all don't realize that just because a man will use you, tolerate you, and waste your time, you think that's love. Well, then don't expect nothing more if that's good enough. The whole thing is to get rid of them and find someone who likes you times 10. You are brainwashed into liking men who don't like you. That's why you don't like them. All right? Why do guys who used you or dated always come back? Do they reflect on their actions when you leave after seeing through their games? They want to see if you're dumb enough to let them back in for free. Okay? Because if they reflected on what they did and how they were wrong, then they're willing to pay for their mistakes. So charge that re-entry fee, darling. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If they really want to come back, whatever you want from them, they'll do it. Whatever you need from them, they'll give it. So if it's money, if it's a shopping spree, if it's a gift, ask for it. Don't let them come back for free. People only come back for free because it's free. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay? You don't let people come back for free. That's like people making their rounds. Okay, well, this one said no. This one is being mean to me. Let me call my ex and see if she'll boost my ego back up so I can go back to the other one later on like I'm a man. No. They gotta pay. Because that's what they're doing. They're just making their rounds to boost their ego. If you marry somebody and they don't like you times 10, it's only gonna get less and less as the marriage gets older. So just put all that focus on you. Don't even worry about him. All right, just whatever you can benefit from the relationship, from the marriage, put it into yourself. Or if y'all have kids, put it into your kids and yourself, because you can't fix that. They're not going to start all of a sudden loving you times 10. They never did. They never will. I'm just being honest. Just being honest. Unless you get a super glow up and they think you finna leave them for somebody better, then they may start appreciating your appearance and what they could be losing. But that's about it. So that's the best you can do. Look good and focus on yourself. Become self-obsessed. Find something that fulfills you. And don't worry about him, because who cares? Just get his money. Y'all be focused on the wrong thing. That's why y'all got issues. Y'all be focused on the wrong thing. You should have been focused on starting a business. You should have been focused on investing. Or are you focused on him? He's not the focus. What are you creating for yourself? Y'all focusing on the wrong thing. That's why y'all messing up. All right? You going backwards. A man's supposed to lift you to the next level. Get money. What are you focused on? Start something new. Okay? Y'all are literally just doing that to yourselves. When men love themselves, they don't care if a woman looks African, especially if they're African or of African descent. They don't care. They actually like it. And when women love themselves, they actually like the features of themselves and other people as well. But when they're not treated correctly, even if they might like it, they have to go, or they should go, where they're valued. So when you have Dussies in here that talk about, certain features and certain people, it's because they don't like themselves or their mothers. And when you don't like yourself or your mother, you definitely aren't going to treat a woman right. So that's a strong indication that, you need to do some self-reflection, and you need to find self-love, and that you need to get your money up. And I feel like if men truly accepted themselves, especially men who don't like African features and they're African or African descent, I feel like if they just understood certain things about themselves, they wouldn't have that issue or that problem, And I feel like when people have issues with who they are, they project it onto other people. And I feel like when you project your insecurities onto other people, it's a cry for help. But if you're not willing to help yourself or do the work, there's nothing that can be done. Okay? Until you decide. You know how many women are born and die in this world living for other people only and never for themselves? Do you know how many women die every day that aren't living for themselves, never decided to live for themselves because they were programmed from birth to live for men or other people and put themselves last? A lot of them, right? So why do y'all continue the cycle? Some do it out of desperation. Some do it out of low self-esteem. Some do it out of being brainwashed by, their family their religion or their culture, right? So ask yourself, why are you a people pleaser to everyone but yourself? You got to ask yourself that question. When is it your time to do what you want and to be happy? Is it going to be never? Is it going to be in your next life? Like when? When is it your time to get what you want? Okay. It's up to you to choose what you want to do and how you want to live your life. And I think if more women were given permission, since that's what they live for, permission to please other people. If more women were just given permission to live their best life and to do what they wanted to do, maybe they would. It seems like a lot of women have been trained to ask for permission to do something that they actually want to do. And it's sad because when you're brainwashed from birth, you have to be unbrainwashed when you get older. If you want to change how you think, you got to change your mindset by deprogramming what you were taught and what was put in your mind. So it takes a little while. You are less likely not ever going to be manipulated if you are not a people pleaser. So when you're not a people pleaser, it's harder to be manipulated because you don't care what they think.